Hello guys, so welcome back to another session of learning Unity with me. Today's going to be another hour session. We're going to continue where we left off, and I think from what happened yesterday, I was getting this error, but I'm not entirely sure why. So the error, I think it revolves around the scene not loading the next scene. And first, I guess I'll just demonstrate it because to kind of refresh myself a bit. So we have nothing in the console, so let's just play it and see what happens. But yeah, so it doesn't load the next scene. So that confuses me. So that's why I wanted to look at the code to see what might be the issue. Alright, so we have current scene index, which gets the current build index, and then we just check if the scene has the index of 0, which is always going to be the splash screen. And if it is the splash screen, then we want to start the coroutine splash coroutine. And what splash coroutine does is that it waits for 5 seconds before loading the next scene. And load next scene takes the current index and adds 1. And in here it's saying that we're just checking if it could be because of this. Let me debug the current or the scene count. Oh, is it a method? I think that's why it's a method. No, it's not. Wait, actually, no. Is it a method? Let me check. No, it's not a method. It's a variable. Never mind. It's a property emit. Alright, so let's go back to here. We'll just see what value prints out. Expected a semicolon. Was this assigned? I thought it is used. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Time to wait. Alright, let's clear this and give it another go. One. Why would it be 1? There's obviously 2. What? I'm confused. Let's see how much it is in the beginning. Why is it only 1? So that's the reason why it's not moving, because it doesn't have it. Let me see. Build settings. It still says 1. And then there's this reference script unknown on this behavior is missing. I'm not sure what that means. Let's go to start scene. Oh, is it because it doesn't have scene manager on it as well? Wait, why did I have this? Isn't it level loader? Let me check. Let me see what We did.
Parentheses. And this will be a method. We'll make it a public method so that any other
Yeah, so it seems like he has it as level loader. I kind of want to see what his start scene looks like. So let me look. I'm thinking now that it could be because the start scene does not have an event system. So let's just create a prefab of that. Then go to scenes. Because I know last time it was automatically generated. And I remember someone having an issue like this. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we'll try it again now. No, it still says 1. Alright, so it doesn't work. So I guess that wasn't the issue. And I'm gonna delete this because I don't think I need it. That's odd. Maybe it has something to do with this. The reference script unknown on this behavior is missing. I wish it can take me to which one has that issue. I mean, the only one that has scripts technically is, well, this one. That's like the only script that we have so far. But it's saying that the reference script on this behavior is missing. Let me try putting the level loader here as well. Maybe if that fixes anything. No, it's still saying the same thing. Yeah, so I wonder what type of warning is that. The reference script on this behavior is missing. The reference script unknown on this behavior is missing. Sometimes when I start my game, I get pointless warnings. I do not know where they come from, and I do not have any objects that address a script that does not exist. How can I remove or fix the messages? It happens when the file and the name class has not the same name. Ah, interesting. The file name is sceneCount. The class definition. You're not able to link the file and the class. Both have the same name. The file should be sceneCount.cs. And the class definition. But I think it should be the same. Let's see. This is called level loader. Level loader. So the names do match. But you know what? Let's give it another go. We'll create a new script. Just gonna call this level load level or something. Alright, then we're going to open that script, and then we're just going to just take this, then copy and paste it. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to using a Unity scene management. Alright, and then for level loader, we're just going to disable this or put it in active, and then do this. So no, I didn't change anything. The name should match with that. Now let's see if that's the issue that we're having. Yeah, it still says that. So that might be something's happening here then, and it's probably not executing the code correctly, from what I'm understanding. Yeah. So let's continue researching then. Had the same issue. I think it's caused by deleting the default scene but not changing the scenes in the build settings. Here's how I fixed it. There should be let me look at the Q&A for it, because they might have some issues on it. What is this? You can remove this unreachable script from the inspector panel and load against components, so you can use your component without script. I don't know if that's the issue that I'm having. Execution order. I'm going to see if I, cancel that, will it still says the same thing. Who else has a script? I'm confused. I'm utterly confused. What? What's happening? Why is it saying the reference script even though I'm not using a script? I wish it let me know where exactly it is. Cause I'm lost. I'm lost. Let me see if let's see here. I have a game object where I store a prefab and a script to use it on a GUI button. Basically, you click on the button and the script. It keeps giving these errors. Explain. I got a lot of reference. Alright, we'll try this one. Oh, wait. We'll try this one. I'm just going to delete the scene, just create a new scene. Because I don't know what is happening. Alright, so we're just going to, I guess, create a scene. Call this splash. And then create another scene. Call this start. Basically, take all of this and then delete that and then paste. And then, yeah, we have to change the code too. So we're going to copy, delete, paste. Then go to our build settings, remove, splash, start, and then we have to also change the code. So level loader. So instead of, oh no, it actually goes to the next scene, right? Because we changed it. Because before I had it as it loads up the scene with a specific name. This time we're gonna just go to the next index. So let's see if it works. No, it still says the same thing. Oh my god. Something like this. What is happening? And it keeps saying that there's only one scene. What? Let me add another scene. Let me add those other scenes to see if that's true or not. Why is it only saying what? What is happening? What? Let me read the documents for that. Let me read the documents. The total number of currently loaded scenes. The number of currently loaded scenes will be returned. Oh, wait. The number of currently loaded scenes. What? Ah, I was using the wrong one. Oh my god. Alright, supposed to use this one. It counts the number of scenes in the build settings, which is what I wanted. Alright, we're gonna see something. We're going to take do this and go. There you go. That's why. So I guess we can ignore this for now. I don't know what's causing this warning. We could delete these. Alright, so I could have saved me so much headache because of that. It's cool though. At least got to understand the difference, and hopefully it'll stick on to me in the future. Oh wait, he didn't see it. So basically, I just changed the code from sceneCount to sceneCount in build settings, which there's a difference. I didn't realize it. So sceneCount counts the number of scenes that are loaded. I'm not entirely sure what that means because I always thought we're always gonna have one scene loading or loaded. So I don't quite understand, but maybe I just don't have experience. I mean, not maybe. It's because I don't have experience. But sceneCount in build settings counts all of the scenes that are in our build settings, which more than matches to what I was actually looking for. I thought that's what sceneCount meant, but it wasn't. Alright, anyways, that took how long to solve? 21 minutes. Oh, we're learning though, we're learning. Alright, alright, so the next thing would be to continue with the browser, or continue with the lecture. So let's go. Let's go. Nineteen 20 by 10. Yeah, good thing I remembered this because it's been a while. I did remember having an issue with it, so that's what made me remember what to do with it. I wonder why that's even a thing. Let me actually Google that. Why constant pixel size? Who would ever use that? Hi, I know you guys have recently changed the way canvas scaling works, but the documentation on how to use constant physical size is really sparse. I was hoping to get some answers here. I have a HUD for my game that has buttons that ideally I would like to stay the same physical size, and no matter how the device the buttons are still pressable. Okay, so now if I scale my HUD down now, he wants to keep the buttons the same. Yeah, wouldn't it scale properly to the screen as opposed to making it very small. So like if the screen would be bigger, the button would be very small, and I don't think that would be good. Oh, I see. So he's actually using constant for the design part, but creating different canvases essentially, right? For different dimensions or resolutions for screen resolutions. Maybe that's what it's used for? I don't know. Alright, so we got a mini challenge. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. I think before I want to continue, I do want to also update the canvas with what he did. So let's go to scene, let's go to splash, go to canvas, and then I think he said expand, which I don't quite understand. But anyways, to change the background, the color, so let's go create a new aspect ratio. We'll call this 18 by 9. So we're gonna have these borders here, and we want to turn it black. So I think we go to main camera, change this to that, and we're done. But alright, let's go back. Sorry, we just edit it, and yeah, that looks good. Alright, continue. Wait, are we making an Android game? Because if so, then yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. Is this an Android game or is it a PC game? Make projectile move. Undo. It doesn't seem like it, but I guess we could if we wanted to, since it's basically touch. I guess this would be the last game I make. Dang. Alright, let's continue. (16 by 9). Oh, really? Yeah, my phone isn't like that. Whoa. Oh, that's interesting. Because I always wondered, like, when I'm, because have like have some monitors that are pretty small, and I would like watch like new shows, like let's say an Amazon Prime or Prime Video, and it wouldn't fill the whole screen, but rather it fit like this. There's some black bars on the side, and that could be because of what he's saying here, where like different aspect ratios, and they want to keep the native or the preserve the aspect ratio of the image, so they didn't want to squish it and try to make it fit to the screen, so therefore they had to make these black bars on the side. That's pretty interesting. I see. So we have shrink, which reduces the image to match the 4:3, and then we have expand, which creates a space to keep the aspect ratio of the image the same while trying to fit the new aspect ratio of 4:3. Yeah. Got it. Alright, so we don't, since like we don't have anything on the side, we can actually just make the canvas shrink with new aspect ratios. So we can change it to, like, let's say, well, I mean 16:9 is like this. So let's go, because it's the native aspect ratio of the splash image, but let's say we want to increase it to 18:9. Notice how that it shrunk this by a little. It shrunk the image by a little bit to kind of match this aspect ratio. So let's say if we want to go to 4:3, it zooms in because it cuts, and then cuts these two borders out. And this is to prevent those black borders, because I don't really think they're a good design, unless it really depends, I guess. For the most part, I don't like how they look. I just feel like they're empty space that could have been used better. Yeah, so that was interesting. That was actually pretty interesting. Alright, let's continue. And sorry, you guys didn't see it. Oh man, don't worry. The reason why I'm doing this so far is because something happened to my second monitor, so I'm getting a new one, and hopefully it arrives soon. Alright, so anyways, yeah, let's continue. Alright, so this challenge here, he's basically asking us to go to our start scene, go to our canvas. We did that already, and essentially he wants us to make sure that the text from the canvas is anchored towards the right, to the right of the screen. So is he saying, like, pick one of these, like right here, one of these values here? We kind of did that. We did anchor it a little bit. Let me see something. You shrink 4:3. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. Right, because that's what anchoring does. It makes it respect to the anchor point. So no matter what screen resolution we have, it'll always be in respect to that corner. as opposed to if we just placed it in relative to the center, then I think it wouldn't, or it would cut the text still. Let me try that. Wait, no, this one's centered. Oh, I should wait. Yeah, it moves, but alright, let's change it back. Go to 16 by 9 and then move it to the center. 4 by 3. Yeah, so it still cut it off if we base it off the center anchor point. And try it again. Nice. Alright, that looks good. So let's continue again. Nice. Setup, background, play space. I wonder if we got any resources. Alright, to do this, let's get our calculator. We know 1920 by 1080 is 16 by 9, and we want to convert it to a 4 by 3. 1920 4 divided by 3 is 1.33. So we gotta convert it. So 16 is the height, or sorry, not the height, the width. The width, and then the height would be 9. And so 1920 by 1080, and then 1080 1080 is alright, I don't know. Dang it, I thought I could solve it. Do we just multiply by 1.33 of 1920? So 1080 times 1.33. Ah, I see. So even if you're playing on a smaller screen, you still get to at least view whatever is inside the safe zone. So if you have a bigger screen, you get to see additional content. But if you have a smaller screen, you can still at least play the game. Interesting. So he, just to kind of review what has happened so far. Um, so we created this. I think he just wanted to show this as a demonstration. We're not actually doing this, but it's actually good to note, and I really like the way he showed it to us because I wouldn't have known about this, and it would have been confusing if I had to experience it firsthand. But because he introduced it to us, I really do appreciate that. So we have this safe zone because I guess the smallest screen possible is a 4x3, I think, or at least the most common, or not common, but like the lowest common aspect ratio to use. So this is a good like visual to kind of demonstrate like the design aspect of it. Like we can create like non-important stuff here and then keep all the main stuff in the middle. But I guess that's a design choice too, right? To make it like this, you can probably just keep it like expanded or shrunk, depending on the game you have or something. But this is really interesting. I really like this. And then he talked about like calculating, these squares, which is also pretty interesting because I always thought that was kind of complicated because I didn't quite know how to do it properly. But basically, since we know that the aspect ratio of the safe zone to be 4x3, and we know that the height is 1080p, we can just convert it. I mean, not convert it, but figure out what the width will be based on that. So we have to do 1080p times 4 divided by 3, and we get 1440p, and that's what the width here is. And so now we want to figure out how many squares we can fit here. In his picture he showed nine squares, which kind of helped calculate the dimensions of the squares. But I figured that if you didn't have it, you'd probably you have to probably choose the number of squares you want. So like, let's say in the case that in the scenario that we did choose 9 squares, so then we would do 1440 divided by 9, and let's just do that in the calculator. We get 160. So the width of the square, and since the square, the width and height have to be the same, so it's going to be dimensions of 160 by 160, and that should fit the dimensions based on the math involved. In terms of 5 squares, I can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like we're going to have more than 5 squares. But I think it's fine since the last square is like in the back, like just not to be seen or even touched, I suppose. And yeah, I guess, yeah, that's pretty interesting. But anyways, let's continue. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, so 6 is so yeah, 6 is in the back. We don't really pay attention to it. Actually, now looking back at it, I think I should create the safe zone just for my visualization as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and create level 1. Create a scene. Call this level 1. Go here. Forgot to change the main camera to black. And go back here. Create the canvas. Delete the image. Prefab, unpack, delete the image. We're going to UI. Oh, wait, what did he do? Is it empty? Oh no, I think it was an image, right? It was an image, but for our source, we can say none, right? And then we can just change the background to green. Oh wait. And then make it fit. Make that darker. So this would be our. Then we gotta create our safe zone. We can just duplicate it. Make this more accurate. And then here it'll be 1080 by 1440, and then just change it to like a lighter green, I guess. So this would be our safe zone. And then basically I think what he did was he just created another UI image. We'll say square, right? And 160 by 160. Change it to like, let's say red. Post it here. Yeah, it's kind of tough right now, but yeah. Alright, so we made that, and yeah, it's already an hour now, and yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Peace.